Hey, what's up, everyone? Back. All right. Today we're testing a list that was sent to me by my good friend Marcelo. He's testing for the GP. And he was doing testing against Grixis Delver. Post-board testing. Because post-board, they look really good against us. They've got 2 to 3 Plague Engineers, 2 to 3 Abrades, Liliana Last Hope, sometimes K-Command. A lot of tough cards for us to beat. Alright, so the big thing here, obviously, we got 3 lightning bolts in our sideboard, and it's like, the fuck is that?
I thought you were talking about, like, outside.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was like, when the hell did that start?
So there's a lot of things that are strange about this list. A lot of things that are strange about this list that I want to cover. So ultimately, he found that in the Grixis Delver matchup, the games really come down to attrition, and it's very much a grind. It's not so much about tempo, but you need to have answers for their threats. And so the idea is, Dreadhorde is extremely threatening, and also Plague Engineer. You know what card kills Delver, Brazen Barber, Plague Engineer, everything is Lightning Bolt. Now, typically Pyrokinesis has taken over this kind of role before, and I've generally been happy with that. But if it's really that grindy, then 1-for-1 removal is really good. If it's stopping them from actually gaining their card advantage, and I don't have to pitch a red card in return. Now, there's the other element of this list is that it is extremely land heavy. We've got 25 lands in this deck. Also, no swamp to assist casting our lightning bolts. Kind of relevant. We have a ton of red sources and a Skirk Prospector. So we've got 3 bad lands, no swamp. So we've got 13 red sources without the Cavern, 17 with the Cavern, and then Prospector generates red. Yeah, we're basically always on 61 main. I talked about it a lot last stream, actually. So we got 25 lands. So obviously the problem normally with bringing in bolts as Goblin's deck is it makes Ringleader much worse. So let's think about that. The sideboard plan that we constructed together, we've been working on this deck together for a bit. We have 7 cards we want to cut. Warchief, Chieftain because they're bad against Arcanist. Lackey because the games go really long, and he tested, I think, 22 post-board games today. And he said that this is what he did, and he was generally getting the better of it. That was very close. There's still things to tune. Sorry, I got a tickle in my throat. So just because they play 6 1-mana removal spells, they play 3 bolts, 3 pushes. Yes, so the 3 damage matters specifically because of Dreadhorde. If Dreadhorde wasn't a card, these could be Tarfires. If Dreadhorde was a 1-2, these could be Tarfires. So, hey Marcelo. There's a couple other things that Bolt can handle better than Tarfire. Tarfire makes Goyf really a problem. So the other issue with this list that I have is that it's pretty soft to Storm in its normal variant. I've added Thorns to compensate, but you can't play Chalice when you got this much 1-mana stuff. Yeah. So anyway, we'd be cutting these 7, and then I think boarding in these 7. Now, what does this do to our Ringleader count? Well, it makes it pretty bad. But 25 isn't abysmal. And the increased grind of... Basically, the idea of the deck is to no longer try to fight purely on a card quantity axis, but to try to fight on a card quality axis. So like Goblins often has a thing where you need multiple cards to beat one of your opponents, and playing more straight up like quote-unquote good cards lets your decrease in card quantity get made up for in card quality. Is Damping Sphere worse than Thorn of Amethyst for Storm? They can't go off with a sphere in play, but it doesn't really tax their cantrips, so they can look for their answers more easily. And they're going to board in Echoing Truth, Chain of Vapor, all those cards very heavily. So I think Damping Sphere is pretty good. I would play Damping Sphere if I'm expecting a lot of Storm and Elves. It's really good against Elves because it turns off Guy's Cradle, and has a lot of other good abilities against their kind of strategy. But Thorn, I like particularly. The meta seems to be shifting towards more of a 4 to 5 color control deck I've seen a lot of. Not personally, but just looking at what other people are playing against. And Thorn annoys that deck a lot. You know, they're trying to cast an Oko, and if the Oko's 4 mana, that's pretty significant. You know, if they're trying to fix their mana with Astrolabes in the mid game, making those Astrolabes and cantrips cost 2 mana is pretty good. And compared to Thalia, Thorn of Amethyst doesn't get bolted. So that's the appeal of Thorn right now. So yeah, we board in these 7 removal spells against Grixis Delver. Probably Blue-Red Delver as well. Probably try to pull together a similar plan, but I'd keep in the Lackeys. I probably wouldn't board as heavily. This deck is a little bit soft to depths, for sure. We've got like... I don't think I'm boarding in Bolts against Depths. It doesn't even kill Reclaimer. We've got like 5 maybe cards. Like I don't even like Relic. So like really 4 cards. So maybe I want Bolts versus... It kind of probably depends on the depths variant. Yeah, we got Kraka's Mane. That's true. That's nice. Yeah, so 25 lands is going to be interesting, but we get to fit every utility land we want this way. We get 2 ports. We've got our Stronghold, which helps when our grind engine is weakened, and we've got a main deck Krakus. The other notable thing is, since we're distributing grind across the list a little bit more, we've got 2 main deck Grenzos. So Grenzo's really good in kind of grindy situations where you need to eke out some card advantage without using your hand. So I'm excited to see what Grenzo does. We're very heavy on removal, so this list is going to suffer against combo. You know, we've got 2 Haste Lords. That's it. That's pretty bad. We only got 1 Piledriver to clock people. If I have something I'd be interested in doing is maybe cutting down an Expert and going to second Piledriver. I'm worried we're going to be too reactive. I might just do that because I really want more proactive cards. It makes the mana a little bit easier. Like only having 3 black cards in the deck makes the 0 swamp a lot more palatable. We're much less reliant on getting to black mana. Like how many black sources do we got? We got 13. That's pretty good actually. It's above average. So I'm gonna give this a shot. I'm really curious how it'll work out. I've never played a list with Bolt before. I've often talked against playing Lightning Bolt in Goblins. But in the way that Marcelo contextualized the decision to me, I thought it made some sense. Also, before we start, I want to say, so we hit the 700 follower goal, and that kind of gave me the impetus to, I started a Patreon. I don't have anything up on it yet. I'm going to put links around. I don't have them on the stream yet, but if you look up Goblin Lackey 1 on Patreon, you can find me there. I'm taking kind of public or fan input on what I should do for the different Patreon tiers, but I'd love to like increase the production quality in my content. I'd like to do editing videos. My girlfriend has offered to edit my videos for me. Thumbnails, coaching, all that sort of stuff. I'd like to do that for people, but I'd really like to be able to make some money off of it, so because it is a ton of time. It requires a lot of effort and a lot of time. So if I could make some cash, that would make it worth it to me, you know? So I'm not going to do any less content for the channel. I really hope not to. So things I've been thinking about, people seem to like the idea of me writing a monthly Goblins article, coaching, donation decks, a couple other things that Patreon subscribers could get access to, that sort of thing. Have I seen Secret Lair Gobs? I have. I like the idea, not so much the execution. I like the less cartoony arts. I really like this. Like, I don't know. I think Goblins is a pretty consistent look. Like I just love the style of the Onslaught era Goblins. And these fit quite well. You know, Chainwhirler's art isn't great. Expert has great art. Grenzo's decent. War Marshal's a classic. I like the idea, but not really for me. A card we actually kind of talked about putting in our sideboards again, maybe if combo was less prevalent. I think if he's prepping for a paper event, and that's quite different. But on Moto, Grenzo does kind of look like an excellent Goblin. On Moto, you kind of need that Earwig Squad sticking around because Storm's so popular. But for the paper event, if Storm is not popular, I'm kind of curious if we could run a Siege Gang Commander again. He's got 25 lands. You really want some kind of bomb on the top end. And I just like the huge board that Siege Gang could create. Maybe, we just never want to run 5-drop ever again. But 25 lands is a shit ton of lands. So having a big, boom boom and so on. Look at us, exactly 1,000 play points. So let's see how this goes. Nope, this one. Full Rats Goblins with Bolt. Yeah, it makes sense theoretically. It's unclear to me if it's actually necessary. Stronghold might be enough of a mana sink. So this is less of a Ringleader deck than my normal builds. I normally try to kind of optimize around Ringleader. In game 2, we still have 32 hits, which is pretty good. But we could also flood out pretty easily, unfortunately. That is a consideration. And we'll see if we hit the matchups for these bolts. It's going to be tough to decide. There are going to be some creature matchups where we do not want Bolt or can't afford to bring in a Bolt. And so that's something to kind of think about, and it's going to be a tough judgment call in a lot of matchups. Like against Elves and Infect, that's kind of easy. But do I want Bolt against Maverick? Maybe not, Obviously it's not useful against Eldrazi. Do I want against Death and Taxes? Maybe 1. I think I have a good sideboard plan against D&T. I think I'd do these 4, cutting the 2 Piledrivers and the 2 Grenzos. Because Piledriver gets walled by everything, and Grenzo is really bad against Flicker Wisp. Alright, we've been paired. So this deck's a little risky online because, oh my god, I lost the die roll again. Because the post board is much weaker against combo without any chalices. Sounds alright though. We will keep. Much better on the play. Yeah, I am infamously terrible at winning the die roll. It's really sad. Oh, great. All right. Imagine how different this game would be on the play. I'm really sick of being on the draw all the time. It's pretty obnoxious. Been on the play twice. Twice. Opponent probably taking a moment to read Grenzo. Takes the Goblin Lackey. Okay. I guess I might be supposed to fetch there. I guess I'll fetch now. Because of Stifle. Though my hand being all fetches, you know. This could be Grixis Delver. I'd bet money on Storm, though. Oh. Looks like we found the matchup we were looking for. God, we have such a better spot if we're on the play. Fortunately, we gotta run out of Badlands here. I'm gonna expert this Delver right now. There's the Wasteland. So, punished for not having Swamp. Port's a pretty interesting draw, actually. I think I'm going to Port rather than play Grenzo here. We're going to Port them off black. Mostly for Gurmag Angler. Oh. 4-color Delver. We drew 3 Ringleaders. Fuck. Oh, man. I shouldn't have fetched. Alright, well, I think I'm going to get Mountain now. They didn't daze the Expert, so I think I'm going to play Pashalik. Okay. Easily take 4 here. Just hope they don't have another Tarmogoyf. That would be obnoxious. Man, this game would be so different on the play. Oh. No shuffle. That's not a good sign. Oh, okay. Yeah, Goyfs are typically quite good against Goblins. If they have a Dreadhorde, I'm going to be pretty upset. Another Tarmogoyf. Most likely. Yeah. Man. And we just drew 5,000 4-drops. Cool. Cool. Comes Angler. I have to draw a fourth land. Sick. 25 lands and this is happening to us. It's pretty dumb. Relic of Progenitus. Do wish I had a Mogg War Marshal around. This card's Lightning Bolt, obviously. Oh, Brazen Borrower. Sure. Oh, they drew 4 threats, so good for them. So we have to block everything, right? We can keep Grenzo. Go to kill Angler, but that doesn't really matter, so. Well, we drew pretty shit. There's the 4th land, of course. Oh, man. Four-color Delver, huh? Made a very aggressive draw. Files on the play. God damn it. Why can't I? I'm like getting mad that I can't win a fucking die roll. Alright. Let's trim Prospector, Lackey, Trashmaster. Let's get the Bone Crusher. I don't know if they play. I doubt they play Arcanist. They looked like Rug Splash Black. Well, not really, actually. Let's cut Warchief. Hopefully they don't have a force for this file. So if we got the 4th land on time, if I didn't get wastelanded, I guess the Port would have gotten wastelanded and wouldn't have mattered. Then what? So I was hoping to get to activate Pashalik, sacking the Expert, block the 2 Goyf, steal them 2, and then just kind of try to generate some Grenzo value that way. Opponent going to 5, okay. Blade MO, sub with Twitch Prime 3 months. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for the sub. Thank you very, very much. Really, really appreciate it. Alright, they're down to 5, which is pretty sick. Our hand kind of sucks. It has some real issues. Hopefully we draw a 2nd land. It would make it much better. Damn it. Alright. Since we also have a Lackey, it's less terrible against a Brazen Borrower. Because then they kind of have to choose. If they're bouncing the Vial, then the Lackey gets in. Maybe there's decay here. Alright, love. Yes. Alright, that's exactly what I wanted. Go for Sling-Gang. Waste him off Engineer mana. Yep. Sweet. Alright, Goblin Lackey did the job. There's a lightning bolt. So decay. I think I gotta leave in Warchief if I see decay. Because you need more active mana batteries other than Vial. It's probably, honestly, isn't really a Bolt matchup. I think Red might be better. They might be playing Oko. It's kind of random. 1 Relic, 1 Bolt, 1 Reb. Bone Crusher for Plague. But let's run this. Our hand was very risky. Hopefully we have a more stable hand here. This is 4 color. Opponent only is a 6. We got a double Wasteland Vial hand. Cool. Red isn't a super valuable color. But ooh, there's a red source. That's nice. I think I'm gonna fire off this Wasteland though. It's hard to not just snap Wasteland 4-color Delver when they don't lead on Delver. Here's Delver. All right. There's Matron. I think we do it again, honestly. Black is a bit more valuable, but green's pretty good too. I'd really like them to just not have a land for a turn so I can play this Vial through days. They did mulligan. They didn't shuffle off the Ponder. I think we're kind of in for this plan. It's like a little dumb, but it just works a lot. Flip on Decay. Oh, they have a land. That's a bummer. Hopefully they don't have the Thoughtseize here. Okay. Shuffled. Alright, more lands is fine. Force Pitch Delver's like honestly fine. Scared of an angler here. Okay, so the decay they can't cast. I think I go Caracas because it's the least valuable land. Ponder, that's kind of scary. I've cast 4 Ponders this game. 3. No shuffle, and man, that sucks. Cratermaker? Relic. Alright, so the question is, how willing am I to die to Plague Engineer? Because I could matron up Mogg War Marshal, go Mogg War Marshal Gempalm through an Abrupt Decay. And then it's also much better with that Sling-Gang. But if they have a Engineer, then I just like straight up die. We know one of their cards is a Decay, so I'm gonna go with the War Marshal. We can stabilize because we got Sling-Gang. Just please no Engineer. So the double Wasteland really did not pay off. But they had the Force anyway, so... It's not like the Vial would have resolved. God, please don't play Plague Engineer. Please don't play Plague Engineer. Okay. Ooh, Cratermaker. Nice. I don't see a reason to not do this right now. Okay. Another Matron's nice. Is that the first creature in the yard? That's funny. Alright. Just gotta dodge Engineer for a turn. Wasteland. Nice. All right. I'm thinking Cratermaker, hold up Relic. It's pretty good. Then next turn, see if I draw a line or not, and that may or may not lead to Sling-Gang. Maybe we should sequence this the other way. I can shrink Goyf whenever I want. pull back the Matron, I think. No, I can shrink Goyf to be insignificant. I do, clocking them matters. Let's see if they kept the decay or not. Interesting attack. Let's exile my own vial. Just block and pop Relic post-combat. Unless they got a Stifle. Cool. Land? Ooh, Bone Crusher's pretty good. I almost like playing that over Matron. Let's play Matron Vial. It's possible I'm supposed to slam Sling-Gang there, actually. Maybe they'll force this. I think I grab Pashalik here. Kills them the fastest. I've got a Caracas to protect it. If this eats a daze, that's fine. There's red mana. Bolt me. Okay. I'm at 4, not 3. Well. Awkward. Fetch timing is awkward. Well, I'm going to play up the Sling-Gang, and then if they have Daze plus Bolt, they'll get me. Alright, we're live. And they're dead, actually, so... Sling-Gang! GG! Alright. B4 color Delver. Sling-Gang. OP. Relic was great. Notably, they never drew a Plague Engineer. On game 2, we kind of got to cheese them. Hey, Nick. Oh, Nick, if you want to read my Mogg Fanatic article, it's in the description of the stream. I remember you were a big fan of Mogg Fanatic. We've got one in the deck tonight. Staple of my builds. Always there. Basically always there. The meta is very fair, unexpectedly. Reading it now, nice. Maybe the second Tormod's Crypt could become a second relic. Because Olaf was telling me he's seeing a lot of Goyfs as well. So. And it's pretty nice against 4-color control. It's not very good against Grixis control because, you know, you gotta commit to the board to make him awkward. Because if they're gonna him, you know, you want to put them in a position where if they him you, they're gonna take 5. In the meantime, but Relic just doesn't do enough for its mana. Hey, Rog. We're testing out a build with lightning bolts tonight, at the behest of Marcelo, for the Dreadhorde matchups mostly. He's been tested, and so basically the Dreadhorde plus Plague and Junior matchups has not come up yet. We just beat 4-color Delver. I saw Goyf and Angler, so I didn't think Bolt was particularly useful. Though, I mean, if we got into Bolt that Delver, things would have been a lot less close. You know, I mean, we wasted some turns wastelining them a bunch, but yeah. I think it's generally correct to wasteland 4-color Delver when you can. Miser's Fire Blast. Don't think we can pull that off with our effectively what? How many mountains do we actually have here? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 mountains. I think this person plays. Oh my god, I'm on the draw again. This is how many matches on the draw? 9 out of 11. This is Mulligan. This is better. It's 2 ports. We're playing a ton of lands tonight, actually. We're playing 2 ports. I think I'm going to throw back the Badlands. This person plays Storm, I think. It's 2 ports, 1 Caracas, 1 Stronghold, 4 Wasteland as utility lands. Ooh. Looks like not Storm. 25. Lands. Alright, looks like a snow deck. Tarmogoyf. Alright. Matron's a pretty great draw. We're going to port here. Keep them off Oko. Port green so they can't use it as effectively. Yeah. Now if their hand is a bunch of ponders, then it gets worse, but shuffles off the ponder is nice. I wonder if they respect Goblin Lackey or not. Sweet, Goblin Lackey's threat saved us 2 life. Okay. Could Cavern out Matron. Don't think I want to, though. They notably missed their land drop. So I'm going to play this Vial. And just port them again. And could port them off blue now, considering that they showed that they are missing lands and they shuffled off the ponder. I think it's important they don't get to use their mana efficiently, though. Alright. I'm getting punished for this line, but they found the land. Let's see if they have 1 mana removal. Looks like they do. Alright, Killing Goyf no longer on the table. Ooh, Ringleader is pretty great. I think it's probably time to go for Ringleader. If I port them and they play another 2-drop, like another Tarmogoyf or Noko, I'm pretty far behind. So let's get some bodies on board. Let's see what this Ringleader gives us. Big money. Ooh, those are good ones. That was a really strong Ringleader. Holy crap. All right. Astrolabe? Brainstorm, okay. Yeah, Ringleader to Ringleader is the best. So this might be 5-color control. It could also be Bant, just Bant Miracles. It could be a lot of things at this point. I mean, Miracles wouldn't play Tarmogoyf, I would guess, but who knows? Here comes Oko, or Teferi. Okay. Make a food token. Phone, please. Chill. All right, we should be able to like kill like everything here. So we Matron. Can we win next? That's actually a good question. If we grab Sling-Gang, tick up to 4 now. 1, 2, 3. No. If we could Matron for Sling-Gang, Matron for Pashalik, have them all in play at once. That's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 13 damage. Not quite. 14, I guess, if we attack. Here, what if we get like a Chieftain? What if we go Chieftain Sling-Gang? So Matron here, Chieftain. Oh, we can't do both those things. Never mind. Can't do that. I think I want to kill the Goyf and then kill the Oko this turn. So I think I grab Expert, and then I'll go Ringleader. Yeah, all right, we're gonna grab Expert. Tick up to 2. Might be 1 off from killing Oko here. Tick up to 4. Depends what this Ringleader hits. Lackey. Alright, so it's Ringleader first. Do 5 lands, Matron. Yeah. Alright, that's Ringleader. Warchief. Okay. That should kill everything. That's pretty good, actually. Warchief. Then we can even hold up Cratermaker. Don't even need to run it. I could go for the I could have gone for the Lackey connection there, but I think I don't want to commit anymore. In case they have a Wrath. Okay, they're conceding. Alright, sweet. That was a really amazing ringleader. Thank God. Alright, so we want Rebs. Bone Crusher. Thorn, I think only on the play. Trim some lackeys. Oop, not Aether Vial. Prospector. Leave Trashmaster. I've inspired you to play more Goblins. I think on the play, I'll want Thorn and Squad. What does Grenzo do? Grenzo's kind of a Thief of Sanity effect, where for each creature you control that hits your opponent, you get to exile the top card of their deck, and you can cast it for that turn, only on that turn, paying any color mana. It's very good against certain combo decks, and good against certain control decks as well. Let's just... one Lackey's weird. Squad could be tricky to cast. Let's keep it this way. You never thought about boarding out Lackeys? You do it all the time. All the time. I board out Lackeys almost every fair matchup. We are 61. Always. Sounds vaguely keepable. It's not very good. Okay. But don't really want to mulligan such a grindy matchup. And we've got Cavern, we've got Port. He shuffled. Ringleader's great draw. Just leave on Mountain. Okay. No Tarmogoyf for return is nice. Looks like they're digging for lands again, perhaps. They shuffled off the Ponder, so that's kind of what that says to me. They kept 7, though. Okay. Another Expert's not bad. How's this game playing out? I think I'm porting them this turn. I'd love a Vial next turn, actually, so I can keep porting them. Let's see if they liked what they brainstormed into. They did not. That's a good sign for me. They had a couple crappy cantrips so far. It seems so. Anyway. Pause on draw step's interesting. Here comes Goyf probably. Wow, I'm so good. I don't know if they play Wasteland or not. Probably can't afford to play around Wasteland. I could play like Back to Basics, that would suck. In which case I should not have fetched first, in case to see if the Vial results. Alright, I'm just gonna pass back. Porting what is an interesting question. Probably black. Here comes Decay. It's hoping it'll be a trophy. Goyf's big now, which is a problem. Wish I had a Mogg War Marshal in my hand rather than a Munitions Expert. Thoughtseize. Alright. Take the Ringleader. Makes sense. 5/6. Jeez. Alright. Pretty scary. Reb is not bad. I could try to race him and drop the Chieftain this turn. It's better against an Engineer as well. I could also get them if they go for Snap Decay. I think I'm actually going to do that. Sure. Goif's going to be a 6/7 if they have a Planeswalker that I have to counter, though, which would suck. Shuffles, cool. Really hope this Reb gets value this turn because I don't really want to hold it up any longer. War Marshal. Can't quite kill a Goif. I'm thinking Grenzo pass, yeah. Yeah. We can't kill it. Double Expert would be able to be 5 damage. Unless I'm stupid. Oh, you're right. Oh man, that's a sick line I forgot that I can do. Good beats. Yeah. I didn't see that. That was bad. Yeah. Killing a Goif there would have been huge, man. Yeah. Wow, what a punt. What a fucking punt. Flash is a good keyword. Yeah, I think it's jump with Grenzo as well, because I think I have to hold up the Red Blast this turn. How am I winning without Grenzo though? Maybe I jump with Chieftain. I think I'd want to flash in Expert first. I think we're just gonna die to whatever spell that they're holding, but yeah, it doesn't let me hold up Blast. Simply Cole, thanks for the follow. If they have like Snap Decay here, then I'm like super dead. We played this like too passively. Love to top deck a Relic and a Snap. Oh, Drown Lock. Okay. Makes sense. Man, we could have cleared a Goif there. That's such a bummer. trade my whole board in. No, I wouldn't do it. We gotta hope to hit something really good off this Grenzo trigger, I think. That was a good draw. That was a very good draw. Let's see what we get. Probably casting this Sling-Gang no matter what. Hit like a decay or fatal push. Flood Strand. We dreamed big. Yeah. Can't beat that. I go dead. I misplayed that turn badly, though. I could have killed a Goyf and saved myself a ton of life and cracked in for a lot of damage. Alright, that's a pretty big mistake. Needle's not looking so hot. Thorn. Squad seems pretty good, though. Let's keep some lackeys in. Cut Fanatic. Interesting that it left in Drowning the Luck. Relic is so good against this deck. Holy crap. Let's trim. Either of these cards is a kind of medium. I could see cutting one of the lands. Oh, we could trim a Wasteland. Wasteland actually seems very not good. Bone Crusher doesn't feel necessary. We saw the Engineer. They don't have a ton of other targets though, but it is a 4/3. I don't really like cutting Engineer targets, or like Engineer answers. It's like a 2-for-1 kind of card. Doesn't match up super well against Tarmogoyf though. Let's go 2 lackeys still, I think. We don't really want to draw multiples ever. Yeah, it seems pretty good. Love some sort of mana denial element. Port would be really good. Both players on 7. 5 resolves, nice. No Astrolabe. They've never had an Astrolabe, which is kind of funny. Gempalm is fine. I'm going to try to avoid cracking this relic as much as possible. There's Brainstorm. I mean, some Astrolabe decks, I think I've seen only, I think they're Bant. I don't think, oh no, they're 4 colors. We haven't seen red, but this deck usually only plays red in the sideboard for Reb. As far as I can tell. Probably a Thoughtseize here. Oh, no. There it is. Alright, well, goodbye mana denial as a relevant thing. Cratermaker's pretty solid draw. I think we'll just run out. I think we'll just hold Pashalik in hand. I think I'll violin the Cratermaker. If they want to spend a card to kill it, then we'll take them off a color or something. We'd cycle Incinerator. That's a thought. Decay my vial. Alright, I think I will cycle the Incinerator. Yeah. Would love a land. Nice. Oh, did I miss a relic activation? Not sure. Just keep eating their yard. I think we can Matron up a Ringleader here. I would never grab Lackey here. 100% Ringleader. I don't think I want to hit the Lade. It's so bad if they just have the mana. All they need is a Prismatic Vista. How's the last red deck in Legacy doing? We're doing pretty good. I mean, I've 4-1'd. Ah, fuck. Getting back to basics by a 4-color deck. That's pretty egregious. Yeah. Alright, well, we're cycling Relic, hoping to find a Reb now. Another Vial is pretty good. How do I kill the Astrolabe? Because I can't beat Abrupt Decay. It doesn't really slow them down at all. Might lose me the game. We'll see. Fuck you guys. They're gonna cast a Plague Engineer now. Sure. Shuffles. Tarmogoyf. Of course, the turn after we pop our Relic. Reb. Daggers. Back to basics, 4-color is really upsetting. Like, really fucked up. Kill the Astrolabe, they said. It'll be good. If Fargrim's Astrolabe gets banned before Grizzlebrand, I'll be like kind of upset. Because that's dumb. Like, yes, what we're seeing on screen is extremely stupid, but how about turn 1 Grizzlebrand? Killing the first Astrolabe immediately would have been... It's, you can only say that with hindsight. I don't think spending Cratermakers on Astrolabes is good most of the time. Yeah, we'd still the first file. I know. Really got to draw one of our 2 Rebs. Take the Matron. Sure. If we draw some basic lands, would be pretty good. Aether Vial. Alright. If we draw our what's it called? What's it called? If we draw our Brittle Mental Blast, we should be okay. We've got this Ringleader Expert to take over. Stronghold can take over. Draw a Badlands. I'm attacking them because I think I'm gonna goad the Tarmogoyf. Goad. That one. We're at 20. Okay, you got a 3/3. Oh my god. Oh, fuck you, Tarmogoyf. Jesus Christ. We can trade our Vial. Kill off the Baleful Strix. We could trade off with the Goyf. Kind of want to get rid of the Strix. But the Strix is going to die in combat to Pashalik Pings. I could just take the damage, honestly. Let's just take the damage. I'm at 20. Come on, Reb. It's like the worst draw on the deck. think attacking for 1 is just like our best option. Get a Grenzo trigger, and if they don't block, then we are at least, if they block, we're at least killing the Strix. Okay. Let's ping you. Snap, drown. Ugh. Oh no, no. Have to draw red next turn probably. Stupid back to basics. Oh my god. It's so upsetting that you can play that in a 4-color deck. Yeah, this is game 3, unfortunately. Not looking so hot. I shouldn't have played that. We might hit a 2 off this Grenzo trigger. No, I'll just block, okay. They have a thing, I'm dead. Snapcaster, cool. We got cheesed out so hard by that back to basics, holy shit. Five colors, back to basics, huh? I mean, it's the card we lost to. You shouldn't be able to play it in a 5-color deck. It seems to be against the spirit of the card. Holy shit, I lost the die roll again. I did not lose to Astrolabe. What are you talking about? Yeah, game 2 was winnable too. I fucked up game 2. I fucked up game 2. I don't actually think Astrolabe is like that bad. Like what my opponent's deck is doing is like pretty egregious, but it's also like egregious in a very fair way. If I had spent the Cratermaker to kill the Astrolabe ASAP, I think that'd be pretty bad. It just happened to not show the black source for another turn. Tundra, you say? Shuffles. Alright, well, we drew a land too, so like, this seems good to me. I'm just saying, like, I'm not opposed to an Astrolabe banning, but I feel like there's a lot more like obnoxious cards before Astrolabe. So I guess there is some reason to play the turn 1 Vial there, is that it plays around Spell Pierce. Because if this gets Spell Pierced, I'm pretty sad. If it gets forced, it gets forced. Alright, Force Pitch Dovin's Veto. Looks like Miracles to me. How would I change the list if I was always guaranteed to be on the draw? That's an interesting question. This looks like Bant Miracles. Tin Street. No, we're not playing fucking Tin Street Hooligan. Holy shit. You planning my Prospector? I don't know how I changed the list if I was going to be on the draw. It's kind of a funny question. So these are the games that Astrolabe looks like pretty bad, right? It's just kind of 1-mana draw card. 4 Mogg Fanatics. Oh, I should get Badlands there. I'm not beating it back to basics from this position, and I have a Volrath Stronghold in my deck, so I should get the Badlands. That was a mistake. Kind of a significant one. What's Matron? We don't have the mana for it, but I think I still get the Ringleader. We are a 25 land deck. And I can Ringleader off the Skirk Prospector if it sticks around. Cool. Does nothing. Nice. Okay, that's interesting. I think I'm gonna play. I'll just attack first. I might play the Pashalik. Kind of hope they go for a Snapcaster here, because then I can get a profitable Gempalm. Guess I should do this now so they don't get the block. Trashmaster's kind of a mediocre draw. I don't think I play anything else here. There's a decent chance they Terminus me here. Missing the land drop there is pretty bad, we'll say. Terminus. Terminus my 2/1/1s. You got it. Let's see if they have a follow-up. Okay. Land, please. Sweet. I don't really want a Ringleader still. I think it's Cratermaker, Mogg Fanatic. Preserving haste is important. I mean, yeah. AK, sure. I do have Mystic Sanctuary online. Another Terminus. I'm gonna cast it. Really? God, I fucking hate Back to Basics. What a cheese card. Great. Lotus Petal. I mean, Choke is a cheese card, but Choke is, like, very specific. Back to Basics is not. It's just, like, any non-basic at all. It's pretty obnoxious. Comes Hardcast Force. Interesting they didn't get Sanctuary there. We're going to lose game 1 to Miracles, which is pretty upsetting, because game 2 gets much harder. even want to cast anything. There's like no point. I just have to draw more non-basics. I've got all my fetches. I got 4 mountains to draw, 3 more mountains and 5 more fetches. Could Grenzo them. I feel like it's, I don't know, sitting here isn't really doing me any favors either. Yeah. If they're playing Mystic Sanctuary, then casting creatures into the back to basics is like kind of irrelevant because they just put a Terminus on top of their deck. If they have a Jace here, I'll probably just concede. Yeah. But in Ponder is interesting. Main phase. Alright, well. Guess we'll play Grenzo. I don't... No, that would not work. I don't see how that would work. I don't want to bounce it. It's like not even a card I can cast, but whatever. Fetch, waste the fetch line and exile the top card. If Grenzo had haste, that would work. I did not anticipate running into back to basics this league like at all. There's a it's a fairy. All right, there goes the Aether Vial with an out. Kind of want to see what their win condition is. All right, there's a land. I guess I could attack. Ringleader attack Jade or Teferi. Alright, I guess now's the time if there's ever a time. Looking for lackeys. Ooh, Prospector is actually quite a good one. And a bunch of 2-drops. Teferi down. Let's discard Trashmaster and the other Ringleader, I think. Oh. That's cool. Alright, so we saw the Entreat. Alright. Earwig Squad is going to be real good. Also, Thorn's going to be really good. Reb. Shiv Grenzo, Lackey, Trashmaster comes out. Keep the removal. Pashalik Mons is like kind of bad in this matchup, so. Yeah, we're trying out bolts. Marcelo is testing them against Grixis Delver, against the Dread Horde Plague Engineer decks. Some other assorted uses. He made a good case for it. Yeah, stands a keep. I'd like to not get back to basics out multiple times in a league. That'd be a little upsetting. We do have 2 basics in our hand, which is pretty great though. I'm gonna slam this Thorn on turn 2. Sweet. Guess I'll play the port in the off chance they have to play a dual land next turn, and I want to wasteland plus port them. Sweet. Thorn resolves. It's gonna be pretty good against them. 2 mana. Pithing Needle. Annoying. We do have Cratermakers though. Sucks that that's our only other spell in hand, obviously, but Ringleader's pretty nice. Two mana Brainstorm? Sure. Brainstorm lock? Damn. Prospector. Ringleader into a possible Force of Will. Probably shouldn't. I think we'll just play our Prospector. Keep porting them. Snow-covered forest, huh? Well, we're gonna port that. All right. Leave this file on 3. Reb. Ooh, another Ringleader's nice. Hold up our red source. Force pitch AK. All right. Oh man, more port, so attractive. Should probably Ringleader again though. Maybe not though. They're not doing anything. Probably just sitting there with counterspells that I would like to remain invalid. Double port's alright. We can wait a turn. Really don't want to spew Ringleaders. Love a red elemental blast or a... Actually, I'm going to tick up to 4 because if I draw a Cratermaker, I want to be able to vial in the Ringleader. No shuffle. But no land. Interesting. Ooh, that was a great draw. Alright. Makes the line clear. Another Force of Will. Pitch an Oko, though. Would have been nice for Squad to resolve. What's this? Snap? Sure. Return to nature? Sure. Return, kill my vial that is dead? Sure. Down to 2 cards. Seems good to me. Alright, let's resolve this Ringleader. Fuck you, deck. Attack them at both. Double port's better than playing a dead vial, so am I porting them off double white? They pitched an Oko already. Let's port them off white. Okay, well, let's put them off green so they can't play an Oko. Please don't top deck Jace. Okay. Now we can play our vial. Oh, now I can't port them effectively. That's okay. I think I can just single port them. Though, entreat. I think I can do this. Sanctuary. Get back. Ponder. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to pop Cratermaker immediately anyway. Brainstorm. Okay. So brainstorm into Ponder. No shuffle. AK for 1. Into plow. Okay. Expert. Alright, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Let's keep Oko off the table. And entreat off the table. Alright, so that's a sanctuary. I think I just want to hit them for 1. Hitting them for 1 beats Miracles. On Ringleader. I could port them so that port the fetch. Nah. Did you hit and treat? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? They just fucking top deck and treat. Wow. Sick top deck, dude. I'd ported them off double white. It couldn't have happened. Go on, Sling-Gang. Matron. We can kill 1 angel token. Yeah, no blockers is suicidal, right? So we can kill 1 angel token, yeah. I just make 1 million more angel tokens. We have the top deck Sling-Gang. We can't even top deck Matron for Sling-Gang. It has to be exactly Sling-Gang. The fact that they drew Force of Will for the squad kind of... the force for the squad kind of won this game. We're going to lose 2-0-2 to Miracles, which is fucking going to suck. Alright, Sling-Gang, 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 Sling-Gang. Alright, tried. Alright. Am I getting cheesed out? I feel like I'm getting cheesed out. We drew 3 Aether Vials when they had a turn 2 Pithing Needle. Those Aether Vials were like spells. Easily would have won. They found the Plow for the Cratermaker. They had that insane turn of Sanctuary, Brainstorm into the Ponder you put on top, Ponder into AK Plow, Entreat. So they had AK Plow and Treat right in a row. Picked the wrong day to build this, to try this build. Lost 2 matches because we couldn't protect our vials. Kind of. I punted game 2 against 4-color control, or 5-color control. I totally could have killed a Goyf and attacked for a lot. That was really bad. Like, really, really bad. That loss is actually going to, like, haunt me for the next week. Streaming's hard. Streaming's hard, y'all. You miss things. I probably would have caught that if I was playing by myself. Holy shit. Look at this. Look at this. 15%. Death and taxes. Our hand's pretty good against death and taxes as long as they don't play fucking Revoker. These are the hands that you keep, and then you get Revoker protected by Mom, and then you just fucking die. Okay, thank God it's Athalia. Holy shit. Ooh. Port's pretty attractive. Takes us off a turn of Chainwhirlering, but that's fine. We're not going to cast it anyway. I'm going to port them off white. Kind of sick that their Athalia keeps them from casting a Vial if they don't have lands. Wasteland, okay. I could cycle Gempalm. I don't think I want to though. Ooh. We're out Port Vialing the Port Vial deck. Alright, there's second white source. Okay. No fake pumps, yeah. Yeah, this Chamber's gonna be pretty good. Just concede. Oh wow, we're drawing Pashalik Mons. Alright. Nice. And we get a bolt. It's kind of nice. More answers to turn 1 Mom. Man, I miss Chainwhirling people. Card is great. We could board in more bolts. I think all the other cards are better though. Let's keep our Ringleader count reasonable. Could take out like Stronghold, but ooh man, this hand's got a lot of really good cards. I don't think I can mulligan double Vial, and we can kill the Revoker if we have to. Like eventually, if we just draw a land. All right, well, we got a needle for Mom. All right, we drew a land. That's pretty essential. Stoneforge. Sure. Batterskull. More lands, also not bad. Play Vile Needle. Needle the Mom. We'll end up Cratermaker the Batterskull. Attacking for 1. If they have the other equipment in hand, though, we're kind of fucked. Unless we draw something. Ooh, that counts as something. That's quite good, actually. You have a question. What is your question? Batterskull down. If they have the natural GT, we can Bone Crusher them. You want to know about Commander? Okay. I know very little about Commander, but I will attempt to answer your question. We could have gone for the pump fake there. They might have Containment Priest. Looks like that's exactly what they have. Yeah, they might have GTA as well. GTA, yep. Yep. My commander's flying and he proof and spells. Oh, hexproof from spells and abilities and to permanents. What commander are you talking about? Well, welcome to Blowout City. If we have a plow, definitely Gempalm now. We're going to fetch out another Badlands so they can't take us off black easily. Alright, not a great draw. We can cast our 4/3. God, so many things. Definitely 4 and 3. Definitely want to draw Matron or Ringleader here. Pashalik Mons is great. Sigarda, Host of Herons. Okay, what is your question regarding Sigarda? Recruiter, sure. The only way to board wipe her. The only way to kill her? Yeah, it should be. Let me check the wording real quick. Stoneforge, okay. File share. Well, we can activate with, you know, we just don't have a free goblin to sacrifice. I think I still do this though. Flying Hexproof spells. Yeah, basically, yeah. Board wipe is the only way. So say the Stoneforge and an unknown. Trashmaster would be absurd. Any goblin would be good though. Crocus is actually quite good. I guess they have a wasteland, so it's not that good. If you put enchantments to boost her, I don't know. Would her weakness be? Weekend's weakness? Alright, I gotta figure out what I'm doing in this game. So they have a Jite. They have a Stoneforge. I'm just doing this. Oh no. Okay, no, I know what I'm doing. Okay. We're gonna block bounce to neuter the Jite counters. Sounds bad first turn. And if they have plow, then we just sack it and kill the recruiter that way. Are enchantments permanent? Yes. No Jite counters for you. They're going to get Sword of Fire and Ice, though, which makes my situation significantly worse. We do have to draw some sort of card advantage eventually, or a way to kill their stuff. Any goblin, really, would be very good. Sucks. Now we're kind of a bad spot. We could still take out the recruiter. If I'm sacking Pashalik, which I kind of have to, I think we just attack with him. So hopefully they just try to load up everything onto the recruiter, and we kill it in response to Stoneforge, or no, in response to the equip. And then we've got like a turn. Crocus isn't too big a deal, we can just vial it back in. Oh. I'm just gonna stick it on the Stoneforge. That's pretty good. Can't do anything about that. Regret my attack now. Well, so am I willing to lose my Pashalik I guess if I bounce, vial back in, block, sack, deal them 1. They go to 9. I have 2 1/1s. They kill 1, draw a card. I think I just. I guess I just Caracas, file back in, activate. After blocks. Do I even bother killing the recruiter? Goblin Chieftain could be lethal. This thing's line of text might become relevant. Let's shoot them. If they target one of my goblins with the sword, then I can just kill the recruiter with that. Oh no, I can't. Derp. Alright, so there are 5 this turn. I don't think killing the recruiter matters. Jesus Christ. Oh, save a Thalia. Another Stoneforge. Gets nothing, but it eats our goblin token. Man, if we had drawn that Goblin Lackey last turn, we'd be in so much better shape. Probably just win, actually. Lackey hand, key to draw Trashmaster. I guess that's reasonable. It just targeted the Bone Crusher. Oh, wait, does this not trigger on abilities? Oh, wow. Okay, that's much worse than I thought it was. All right. And it gets double port me now. I guess we do a vial, so it doesn't really matter. So a good vial, like Matron Ringleader turn could still win this. Matron Sling-Gang wins. Nope, we drew another land. Cool. Guess we are playing 25, and we drew a lot of them. That was a bummer. Well, I'm not cutting lands against D&T, so try back. Yeah, as usual, I'm very lucky. Yeah, we drew very few pieces of action there. Alright, this hand sucks. This hand's pretty good, actually. Nah. The way you lose against D&T, vast majority of the time, is you get stunted on mana. I think that game was quite an anomaly. We had to draw 0 Matrons, 0 Ringleaders, 1 Cratermaker, 1 other, like we drew 1 Munitions Expert, where we drew 1 Gempalm, and that was it. Like, We drew two goblins, right? Warchief and Pashalik. What am I throwing back here? Pashalik's really good. Don't have any. I think it's the Gempalm. I don't love throwing back Gempalm, but yeah, we kind of need the mana sink. We didn't draw a stronghold either. Like, we have mana sinks in the deck, we just didn't find them. Wasteland Vial. Okay. Might waste their waste. Play a second Vial here. Alright, now it's pretty easy to do that. Might be land light, and we could potentially Cratermaker their Vial, and Vial superiority usually wins in this matchup. Obviously, that didn't turn out to be true last game, but again, I think pretty abnormal. They tanked a long time on that keep, so maybe this is a one-lander. Let's draw one more Vial, and then we'll get Revokered. Crocus. Alright. Looks like they're probably short on lands, and so they'll let on the Wasteland to protect their white source. I would bet that that's what's happening here. Love an expert draw. Lightning Bolt. Okay. We keep drawing lands, so like I'm kind of inclined to keep wastelanding them. So, yep. Also, wasting the Crocus is valuable because of Pashalik. No Mom is quite nice. That makes everything easier. Probably gonna Matron up a Cratermaker and pop their Vial. Oh. Okay, more Vials. Trashmaster instead. Potentially. We'll see. Gempalm's very good. Very good here. I think... Let's wait to see what they do with their Vial. If it's Revoker, I get hosed, but I think I still let this resolve. It's not Forge. Okay. Get Batter Skull. Not a huge fan of the new art. I don't mind it, but I don't hate it. But I don't love it. So I could Matron, Cratermaker, Gempalm the Stoneforge so the Batter Skull doesn't come into play, but I think going for the Trashmaster is better. Because that just like nukes their entire board. This one might not have a land for the Batter Skull. Right. Weird that they let on wastelandable lands. Also, they left a Vial on 2, which is interesting. Kind of want to Matron for Matron to get the extra body on board. And the Pashalik will be slow. At least not if I draw land. Let's Matron for Matron. They notably do not Flicker Wisp up. Nice. So if they have Revoker and they can Revoker the Trashmaster in response to the second Vial activation, that's a reason to leave the Gempalm up. So I think I can chill with the Containment Priest would be another reason. What could this be? Tomic. Okay. Do I hit a Vial here? And if so, do I cycle Gempalm first? Vial on 3 is the most dangerous number. Gempalm, Stoneforge, kill the Vial. I guess that's pretty good, huh? And I'll have Pashalik with the Trashmaster. I'm just gonna be annoyed if they have a Plow. Okay, well, that just makes everything easy. The fact they didn't take up the Vial last turn kind of says that they don't have Flicker Wisp. Council's Judgment. Do I want to take them off Vials? Or do they want to take one of mine? Let's just get rid of their Vial. I'm okay trading Vial for Vial. I have 2. They don't have a 2-drop, okay. See which Vial they go for. Probably the 4. Vote for the one on 3. Okay. Kind of irrelevant. Kind of all the same there. Kind of funny we're on turn 6 and nobody's attacked anyone yet. Cool. Guess I'll fetch to Finn. I think I'll grab the Badlands here. Fuck you, deck. Man, we were like so ahead. So ahead. Plow. Alright, what's the last card? Because right now we're just kind of racing back and forth, 2 damage each, and that's okay. Just gonna port me, that's fine. I can't port them, can I? No, I can't. Alright, port's a bad draw then. If they have Jita here, that's pretty brutal. Wasteland. Sure. Gonna really suck if I draw Vorath Stronghold right now. It's the last card to Plow. Oh, there's porting me. That's pretty good. I could hold that. I'm too scared of Jite though. Just want to be mana efficient so I can 3-drop into Ringleader again. Cavern. Human. No attacks, cool. Would love Munitions Expert, would be very good. Okay. Annoying. Potentially kill their next creature though in their upkeep. Jite, I mean natural Jite. This is not a bad draw. I could like trade both my creatures for their Tomic. I don't love that though. Probably gonna cast the Bone Crusher. Upkeep. And they port me again. Depends on what they do. Fedging the Badlands, not having a second mountain is pretty annoying here. Oh, that's obnoxious. At least nobody's doing anything. Oh, they didn't port me? Cool. Warchief's like a pretty decent draw. Makes this port less effective. 2/3s, OP though. I'd love to cast this 4/3. Okay, well, we found our target for the giant. Come on, Chieftain. Matron, actually. Alright. Alright. Doing the thing. Warchief being good. Alright. It's our best 4 here. Could get Sling-Gang. Sling-Gang lethal. Attack with everything but the Sling-Gang. Get in for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not quite. Let's go for Ringleader. We'll hit something. Man. These Ringleaders. Fucking abysmal. Council's Judgment. They didn't keep up Caracas. Well, I lose now, I guess. Unless I top deck real well. They can still port me. God, that's so maddening. Holy shit. Has to be a Cratermaker here. I'll lose to fucking death and taxes. This is such a good matchup. Holy shit. We just had Ringleader whiff, Ringleader draw Lackey. If they brick, I guess we can maybe kill them. Draw Matron or Sling-Gang. Our own Caracas would be insane. Not on the bottom. Revoker. Now we can't top deck Sling-Gang through the port. Well, gotta draw Cratermaker this turn. Six. I guess we have. They have a shot. If we attack with everything, maybe they don't block the Lackey. Preserve their life total. Oh. 3, 4. Oh my god, we just fucking stole it. I just had to block the Goblin Lackey. Wow, we got extremely unlucky, then extremely lucky. Oh man, that was way closer than I wanted it to be. Alright, final round. Was there something safer to grab with Matron? Our Trashmaster was gone. Ringleader felt like super safe. Like we had a ton of hits in the deck still. Yeah, it's probably the correct block. Honestly, there's like one out that kills in there. If I had Cratermaker, I would have played it. Yeah, 4 damage is a lot in a racing situation. These games have been close. So what happened? I punted one game. against 5-color control. We lost to Miracles. We got back to basics. Basically, we've been losing to our bad ringleaders. I think I've noticed. Oh my god! All right, this is the 0 for 5 die roll league. This is incredible. Like, what are the chances of this? Losing a coin flip. How many times in a row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, at least we keep getting reasonable hands. What does it feel like to be on the play? I wouldn't know. Lands or depths. Looks like depths. Let's turn on Bob. We can Fanatic it. Alone. Alright, looks like lands. Grenzo, number 2. Pretty not good. Grove has a pretty perfect loam. Yeah, winning die rolls, winning tournaments, sounds about right. Ooh, Lackey's pretty good. Let's run out a Grenzo as removal fodder. Should play Bone Crusher Giant and flex slots. It's been okay. I feel like there might be better cards though. So Grenzo in this matchup's pretty poor, so I'm kind of hoping it eats a removal spell. Don't loam. Probably have a Dark Depths. In which case I have to top deck Caracas. Though Grenzo does give me the best out of hitting a crop rotation off the top of their deck. So we're 2 and 13 on die rolls. Or yeah, 2 and 13 on die rolls. Blast Zone costs 3 to activate. Bummer. Alright, we're not going to put our Lackey in then. We're going to put in a Mogg Fanatic. Because the Lackey might be valuable. Land is good. What do you got on top? Thespian Stage. Okay. Yes, we've lost Vial very consistently. That is true. No loam. Wasteland. Okay. Hit our Badlands. Okay. More Goblin Lackeys is pretty acceptable to me. Interesting they Wastelanded us instead of playing Crop Rotation. They got a P-Fire. They got the Lackey. Alright. Still hit them for 5. Let's hit a loam. Wasteland, Vortex. I mean, I might as well. Hey, Army. Might as well cast the Multi-Vortex. I highly doubt I'm going to be discarding any lands this game, but who knows? This Piledriver is, like, weirdly threatening, but not. So, like, it's hitting them for a lot. Still not loaming is interesting. I guess they have a maze here. Yeah. Like P-Fire. It's get one connection, one Grenzo trigger. Yeah, 6 lands away, yeah. I wonder what they go for. Take out the Grenzo, cool. I'll play the other one that's been stuck in my hand. So you see, like, everything else is eating all the removal, but this Grenzo, or this Piledriver is hitting for 3. My opponent's just kind of spinning their wheels, only partially dealing with my threats. P-Fire is pretty mana intensive. If we just draw a Wasteland. I guess they're just trying to draw Crop Rotation at this point. The Blast Zone was very good, for sure. You can always get back Blast Zone, pop the Vortex and the Lackey. Oh, they have a lemon hand. That makes sense. Okay. Wasteland? Ooh, Sling-Gang. Okay. It might be dead if they aren't careful. Taking out what? Piledriver? Probably. Yeah. Alright, Piledriver did his best. We're still getting in for 2 this turn, but we've lost our momentum. Come on, Grenzo. It's hard to Grenzo when that deck plays so many lands. Do I even play this Vial? It's kind of a question. Costs 3 to activate. I guess if they pop it, then they're not P-firing, so... Looks like they're popping Blast Zone. Okay. If I can just rattle off a couple non-basics, Sling-Gang might finish them off. Alright. Yeah, the Vortex was never a win con because of the Blast Zone. This Blast Zone's been brutal. Killed like a zillion things. Matron for Skirk. P-Fire active. Might be too hard to win this game, actually. It's not really doable. I could get Chainwhirler. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of hard. It's kind of hard for them to double P-Fire or something. Could get War Marshal. Just plan on... So how's this turn going to go? They're going to get back P-Fire now. Then P-Fire, Maze. Pashalik could be a card. I just need to get them like a few points shorter so I can drain them out. I kind of want to get the Mogg War Marshal here. I think I just want to eat up their mana with the War Marshals and then win with Sling-Gang. So I know they have a Wasteland in hand. Yeah. Could have been correct to get like a Haste Lord there. Alright, so we don't get in for any damage. We're just getting ground out by the P-Fire at this point because we can't deploy fast enough. Double Vial getting hit with the... Yeah. We're close. I feel like it'd be kind of miraculous to win from here. I mean, if we draw all of our basics, we could actually function just fine. So if we draw basic, Ringleader, but it kind of has to specifically be that. So I'm going to pay Echo here. Lets me get in one damage. Could also just draw. Oh, there's Tabernacle. Well, can't really beat Tabernacle. So that dies. I mean, I guess I'll pay for the token and the Matron, so... Yeah, our Vial's getting fucked up today. Normally we can power through P-Fire like pretty easily, honestly, but the Blast Zone made it much, much harder. If we had Vials operating this game, like, lands cannot be Aether Vial being active from Goblin's perspective. I mean, it can, but it's difficult. They're probably just trying to draw Crop Rotation or whatever it's called. Dark Depths. Expected depths here. Just more wastelands. Okay. Yep. Man, imagine if we were on the play. We would have gotten a Lackey connection. Double P-Fire. Okay. What are we even drawing to? Basics. Oh, Mana Bond. Okay, that's probably game. Yeah, alright. Now we're just never going to have a mana ever again. Alright. That's fine. Winning on time. Alright. Grenzo is pretty bad. If they have like Oko in their deck, then he's like randomly sick. Pretty unfortunate we never had a relevant card. Like if we hit a Crop Rotation, we could have maybe Wastelanded them and that was possibly relevant. Chainwhirler can come out, Gempalm can come out. Leave 2 experts. I guess this is a way to beat Glacial Chasm, huh? And it kind of is good against P-Fire. Let's bring that in. Got the second Gempalm. I mean, 2 basics, a port, a vial, matron. This is keepable. I don't like chaining against P-Fire. It's too hard to cast most of the time, I think. That's my reason against it. Like, it's a good beater, but I think there are better cards. I was really hoping they don't have an exploration start, but they probably do. Yeah. Alright. Our port just got way worse, but it's something. Alright, second matron's pretty good. I do want to draw some piece of Grey Fate at some point so I can handle loams. Stage. Crocus. Okay. Rude. Basics are good. I almost kind of want to get Squad here. Forces them to spend a removal spell on the Matron. But on the other hand, I could get trapped in my hand if they do that. So I think I'm still going to go for it. Because they might have just a Dirtle turn. Cycle Thicket, okay. Wasteland, okay. Loam. Yep, alright. They had a Dirtle turn. Oh, Maze, come on. Ugh. That's frustrating. Prospector's a good draw, though. Let's not get Wastelanded again. I think I'll grab Sling-Gang here. They used their Maze of Ith. Alright, bad loam, please. Hey, it's a bad loam. They do have a Thicket, though, so it's hard for a loam to be bad at this point. Alright. Got a decent turn lined up here. Okay. Crocus is a nice thing to have in the back pocket. Alright. P-Fire is not common in the metagame, and it's not even particularly good anymore, so I would not hedge in your sideboard against P-Fire. We do have 2 Tormod's Crypts as well, so keep that in mind. Alright, what do we got here? Depths. Could take all the depths. Got a Pithy Needle, Blast Zone. Two trackers. I think I take the depths here. I can win with Field of the Dead. Do have the Caracas. But with Loam Exploration, resetting up the Dark Depths kill is, I think, pretty easy. They often only play 3 depths, and I think they would have depths to me last turn, so... This also tells me they have no crop rotations in their hand. They sometimes play 4 depths, sometimes they play 3. We can beat Tabernacle with Skirk, and we also have 3 basics. I would like to get in some damage with this squad, so I'd really appreciate drawing a Wasteland for that Maze of Ith. Surgical is no longer really live because Thicket Plus double loam is very difficult to circle someone. So we're kind of getting locked out, but not like insanely bad. Do need to draw wastelands at some point. Lackey's pretty good. At this point, Caracas is worse than Cavern, so we'll protect the Caracas. I mean the Cavern. Got him for 2 damage. Yeah. The reason I'm thinking they don't have 4 depths is because if they had it, they would have killed me like 2 turns ago. Probably copying a maze here. Yep. Dredged over a tracker. Okay. So they're still not hitting their P-Fires, which is like their only real way of controlling this game at this point. So they're going to take 3 this turn. They're looking for Field of the Dead. Field of the Dead is their best win condition at this point. Interesting they didn't dredge. Seems strange, though. Oh, wait, no, they don't have a loam in their hand. Or they have both their loams in hand, rather. Uh-huh. Wastelands to control the field as possible. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Stronghold. Not the best. Might entice them to wasteland me again, though. Sucks to see 0 wastelands this far into a match against lands. Like, that's tough. I'm killing them, but very slowly. Can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't kill them yet. Cycle Thicket, yep. Dredge. Still no P-Fire, lucky me. Pashalik Mons might be lethal. I guess they do have a Caracas. They could bounce it mid. Playing the Sling out and improve the clock. Oh, it might. I might have. That was probably a mistake, actually. Yeah, I should have played the Sling-Gang out. That's like. Well, I don't know. There's a bluffing element going on. Crop rot. Field. Ugh. That's devastating. Oh, they don't have any fetchables? That's funny. Oh, they have to kill my Prospector now? No. No. That was my out. That was my out. Finally found the crop rotation. If I'd done a pre-combat, I think I have lethal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I had lethal. I mean, is it greedy? I don't know. There's still a game to play. They're going to get to make us a lot of zombies. Maybe I should have played my land. No, they just wasteland me. I mean, I just did not expect the Prospector to die there. That seemed unlikely. I need them to, like, forget to port me. I could draw a Needle for port. Literally any sideboard card at this point. Jesus Christ. Well, it's going to be a frustrating loss. 2-3. My first 2-3 of the new meta. Again, on the draw 5 out of 5 times. And games would have been substantially different. We've drawn 0 sideboard cards, by the way. We boarded in how many? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We boarded in 7 cards. Didn't see any of them. Man, I feel dumb. I feel really dumb. Why did I should have just played the Sling-Gang pre-combat. Take it. Yeah. But if they find a P-Fire, then it's much worse, right? Maybe I was just like super bad and dumb. Maybe that's what happened. I need them to forget to port me, or for them to just go crazy with loams. Alright, GG's. No, Blood Moon's terrible. Blood Moon sucks, honestly. Oh, fuck you, Relic. Into Pithy Needle, into Surgical? Yeah. Of course. Of course. Alright, we lost 2 good matchups, which is pretty upsetting. Man, that was a 3-hour league of, like, some shitty games. Like, some really bad losses that just felt like they were wins. Like they ought to have been wins. Alright, this build did not feel great. 25 lands is too many, I think. Missing the swamp came up a lot. Why the fuck did I just cut all the Cavern of Souls? Oh, they're right here. Derp. Bolts. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, the 25 lands didn't really help. Like, our problems were still our problems, and we still we whiffed on Ringleader multiple times. We had multiple 1-hit Ringleaders and a 0, or maybe 2 zeros. That's just not acceptable. I think, yeah. I like my old build better. Sorry, Marcelo. I know you put a lot of work in on this, but I know you're playing it slightly differently. But I missed the Mogg War Marshals. We didn't really get to see the bolts in action, true, but the fact that we didn't really run into any matchups for them does say something about like how much they matter, right? Like if this is the meta, and these decks are all good right now, except 4-color Delver, I think is not very good. Bant Miracles is popular. I just don't think that they're worth what they're offering. I miss having that much haste. Gempalms were good. I want the second War Marshal back. I don't know how good Grenzo is right now. Single digit dice flips, yeah, or dice flips, dice rolls, coin flips. It's pretty abysmal, isn't it? How's Red Grenzo? He didn't really do anything relevant. He tried. I like him a lot, but he was not particularly impressive this league. I hit a lot of lands, which is, you know, what happens sometimes. But seeing like the game 1 against lands, like if Grenzo was a second Piledriver, I think we're potentially winning that game. Do I think 2-2 is correct, the split? I go back and forth between 2-2, 3-2, or 2-2 or 3-1. Yeah, I flip all over the place, honestly. So do we face any Chalice matchups? Not really. Actually, 0. Unless you want to bring in... What is your cut when I go to 3-2? That's the problem. I would like to go... I think I tend to shave a War Marshal there, because theoretically, Expert is giving you more fodder, so you don't need the fodder of the War Marshal as much. So we faced a lot of Tarmogoyfs. How good would multiple relics be this league? Good here, good here, good here. Bone Crusher was decent. 4/3 body was pretty solid. Let me see. What are some cards I can play? Somebody did do that in Winstigator. I don't think you can do it outside of Winstigator because the mana, like you don't have as many ways to cheat stuff into play. And besides, I also think that's bad. Like just really sketchy. Oh, this build already has 2 relics. Cool. I feel like we should not be losing to lands that easily. I mean, the games were pretty close, all in all. I punted game 2 and game 3. I got them pretty darn low. They had the blast zone before the Lackey could connect. If I was on the play and the Lackey got to connect before it got blown up by the blast zone, probably win that game. Given how impactful that one Lackey connection could have been. How is Doc Gob, potentially? Mariner wins a few of the games. Yeah, I was kind of working on Mariner, but kind of stopped. I feel like the meta is more fair than that. And I want the flexibility. Thorn might be better than Chalice right now. And it's better in the context of my sideboard as well. This build is still kind of weak to Delver. I mean, these are okay cards, but they're not great. How many? Bone Crusher can't. Reb can't. And Reb's really important. Like, really, really important. Like, I honestly, I might just want to play. I might want to play 3 Rebs. I think Oath should come back. Why? I don't like Oath against lands. I don't like it against D&T. I don't like it against Miracles. It's medium against 5-color control because they're playing Decays and Return to Nature and like they have plenty of ways to get rid of enchantments, and they're exiling a lot of your stuff, and they play creatures. You face Grixis nonstop. I mean, if you face Grixis nonstop, then sure. And honestly, I mean, maybe I don't think Oath is good right now, like, at all. Oath's a very narrow card. It's good against a very narrow subsection of decks. And those decks are getting edged out for the green decks, and Oath isn't very good against the green decks because they all play Abrupt Decay. And if you can't rely on this thing, it's not really worth it. Like, if it's not going to 100% win you the matchup, don't bother playing such an incredibly narrow card. I do like the idea of a 3rd Reb. Reb would be good here, reasonable here. Bone Crusher, yeah, Bone Crusher's been okay. 4/3 body's been nice. How I consider Patriarch Spitting? I've played it before. I have played Patriarch Spitting before. There's a clip of it on my channel. It's sweet. I wish there were better goblins to play in my sideboard. Honestly, I kind of want to play a 3rd Piledriver over Grenzo. I just feel like hitting your opponent for a lot is just so important. Like, I keep trending back towards this direction because I really like the 1-2 punch of just, like, get your opponent to, like, 9 and then Sling-Gang them out. That's kind of my go-to plan. 1 Chalice looks really weird, but the meta's getting more fair because, like, look at this. Like, the first 2 leagues, I faced 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 combo decks, and I mean 2 of them are like kind of more mid-range combo, and then this was 0 combo decks, and I 4-1'd both of these, and then I 2-3'd the one I faced all fair decks. I would not play Sharpshooter literally ever unless Plague Engineer does not exist for you. Unfortunately, because the card's so sweet. It's like, if Storm isn't that common, maybe I just go without the Chalice. But then I'm just like really soft to Delver. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely how we lose. We made ourselves worse against the Wasteland, even playing 25 lands because we cut a basic. Like having a non-basic, or having a basic black source would have been nice multiple times. Maybe 3 reps is too many, but I am scared of Arcanist decks. I don't know, I'm not seeing, I haven't run into any of them except for once. Relic seems good. I saw a bunch of Tarmogoyfs. If I'm getting back to basics to no code, Red Blast seems very good. So lost to, or I guess I punted game 2. I do. I think if you're going to play 25 lands, you probably should play a cycling land, because we definitely flooded out a lot. I mean, this looks okay. Grixis Delver is still going to be a little tricky. Might have to bring in relics, which is not really what I want to do. I like thorns. I don't like that either. But maybe I'm caring too much about a matchup that's not that popular and probably isn't that bad. Post board probably is pretty rough, but can't say I really loved the Lightning Bolt plan. Just in the decks that we ran up against. Okay, so I want to mention one more time, I started a Patreon for the channel, so if you want to support me and work on goblins that I do, oh my god, so many Plague Engineers. None today, luckily. We lost to other things. Dude, look at this die roll record since the bannings. 13.33% out of 15 matches. It is something else. It is absurd. 100% absurd. We were 0-5 die roll. We've gone 1-4, 1-4, 0-5. So, unfortunately, my Patreon will have no advice on how to win a fucking die roll because I cannot provide that advice for you. One thing that is cool about Legacy right now, apparently, is it looks pretty healthy, right? We've got one match against 15 different archetypes. So that's neat. I'm going to play one more match. I'm going to play one match with this list. Goblin Lackey won. Not Goblin Lackey. Oh yeah, I was playing my Patreon that I made. Goblin Lackey won. I don't have the benefits up yet, so just check it out. Don't expect anyone to buy into it yet. Yeah, can I fire for reimbursement yet? At what point do I say my account is cursed and I demand a new one? But I want to start doing edited videos on YouTube, just higher production quality in general. I'll do coaching. I'm going to write for patrons a monthly Goblins article. People have been thought that was a good idea. So I'm not sure about the pricing and all that. I haven't really decided. This is kind of an idea I had in the last day or two. But I'd like, if I get some support, I can justify doing, spending all the time on content. Also, I think I do a bi-weekly updated sideboard guide for patrons. Similar to some other kind of archetype specialists. You cut Lackey because I'm always on the draw. Lackey connects on the draw sometimes. It's not Ren 6 land anymore. Alright, so things I really like Relic. I really like Relic still, actually. we could run into 3 Relic matchups, and Bant Miracles you arguably want like a 1 of Relic, depending on what you have. So that's kind of interesting. I'm sad we haven't gotten to Stronghold anybody yet. I guess I did it to a Sneak and Show player the other day when I got back Sling-Gang. Alright, we're just going to play 1 match, and then I'm going to stop. So, verdict in the last league. Didn't see the matchups for Bolt, and it was a dead card in our sideboard, so that's like pretty unfortunate. Fork Bolt. I think there are better cards to be playing. Oh my god, I'm on the draw again. Holy shit. This is virtually the same as 4S Goblins 2. I mean, this sounds fine. Fork Bolt doesn't kill Dreadhorde, which is like a pretty big deal. Scrubland. Please don't be Reanimator. I guess it's Reanimator. I don't care if I'm on the player draw because I'm dead no matter what I do. Our sideboard's very weak to Reanimator. 1 Tormod's Crypt, 1 Surgical. Yeah, it's fucking Reanimator. Alright. I'm not going to concede. I probably like could, but them not knowing what I'm on versus me playing out my timing out that they don't have a creature, I think is slightly better to keep playing it. At least this last match will be quick, so I'm not just sitting here for forever, so I can go to bed soon. Well, I'm not that tired, but yeah, so Fork Bolt, don't think so, because of round 6. I mean, sorry, Dreadhorde. Dark Ritual. Entomb. Thoughtseize, okay. So that's the turn 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the mole. Cool. Cool. I mean, I have 1 Caracas to draw to. I mean, I guess I'll bid a board in the Pithy Needle. I don't have Chalices, so it's not like I'm blocking out my own stuff anymore. Alright. Cut. Stronghold. Could be Tin Fins. I'm willing to bet that it's not. Could be Tin Fins. You'll leave in Gempalm for like weird scenarios where you need to kill an Iona. We're like so unlikely to win this game. That's fine. Let's cut the last Ringleader. We need to have Surgical and Tormod's Crypts. I guess on the play we can have Relic, and hope they have a turn 2 hand, not a turn 1 hand again. And then on the draw we basically have to mulligan to a 2 of. I haven't been playing Therapy for like months. I could try it again. If the meta's getting more mid-rangey rather than Delvery, Therapy could be good. So that's maybe something to think about. Okay, sans gas. There's a little sketchiness that if we tap out for our Relic, our Thorn on turn 2, we can't Surgical them. Hopefully they can't kill us through a Surgical on turn 1. Sweet, we get to live. I think it telegraphs Surgical too much if I don't hold up stuff here. Next turn I'll play Thorn, I think. Don't have to worry about my own stuff getting reanimated because Relic, I can kind of just pluck it out of the yard. Looting, sure. Reanimator is one of the matchups where you don't want to activate Surgical every instance you get because they can steal your own stuff. So probably play Cratermaker, or no, play Thorn. Hold up. Relic. And that honestly should lock up the game. I really doubt they can beat Relic plus Surgical plus Thorn, and I have a 5 damage combo in my hand. We were quite lucky with how good our hand was. Port's pretty solid. Fetch first. Registrar plan post board. Hope not. Annoying. So let's pop this since it's going away anyway. Cratermaker. Serenity's kind of a beating. Now I'm scared. I think I should waste him off. Red. The white probably isn't doing anything anymore. Oh fuck, why'd I... Well, I guess porting them is kind of the same. Let's play a Cratermaker. Or I could play both Cratermaker and Piledriver. Speeds up the clock a lot, actually. Let's do that. Cool. Paid off. Hey, second Thorn. Nice to see ya. Don't think they can get us here, so we're gonna... It's risky to port, but they didn't do anything last turn, so... Ooh, hello, Earwig Squad. They're at 8. They boarded in 4 Serenities. Holy crap! All right. Let's take Entombs. So Reanimation is off. We have 2 Grizzle Brands in hand. Let's take Lootings. Alright. On to game 3. The really fucking hard one. So... 4 Serenity, huh? Interesting. pretty good. Probably don't want Pithy Needle. Honestly, I'm just going to keep in a Mogg Fanatic as a thing that attacks them on turn 1. Bone Crusher maybe better. Yeah, we'll try to avoid that if I can. I should have looked at their deck more, but Reanimator, you just kind of do your thing. I'm just wondering if, like, is how evaluate, like, obviously the Crocus is staying in, but, like, how do I weigh its relative importance in, like, a hand? Get, like, a marginal hand. So let's see if we get lucky enough to have our 2 of in our opener twice. It's kind of funny. I feel like everyone says that Goblins' worst matchups are combo decks, but I feel like I lose to combo decks more than I lose to a lot of fair decks, which is very strange. I think it's because I have way more practice against a lot of combo decks. Like, I know what I want to do. I know that, like, the point of the matchup. I know what my role is. It's easier to play against on a case-by-case basis. I don't know. Mogg Fanatic's like really mopey, so I wonder if leaving in 1 Ringleader might be better. It's like arguably it is if you are dropping it into playoff Exhume. Yeah, I've got mismatching Red Blast, this is true. Alright. Big money. Surgical Torment Script. Oh man. Let's see if they mulligan. They mulligans, they snap mulligan. Oh, man. I probably have to mulligan this, don't I? Man. If they go to 5, I'm going to feel sad about not keeping. They keep. Alright, well, we definitely have to mulligan this. Turn 1 Lackey, turn 2 Thorn. Hope and pray. Yeah, I saw your message about Hope, Jack. I haven't read it yet, though. I'm getting Chancellored. Okay. Oh, man. 7. I don't know. I don't think you can keep... Maybe they're just going to have the nuts and it just won't matter. Maybe it just won't matter. I wonder what they take here. If they take Lackey, they take Thorn, okay. Alright, Torment Script. I think we gotta play out the Lackey into the Chancellor so I can potentially draw a Relic and pop it. They only have 3 cards. Of course, Reanimator only needs 3 cards, but well, they've got 2 cards. So unless they have Entomb Reanimate, I'm not going to die this turn. Of course, that's probably what they have, but you know. Yep. So they've got Chancellor, 1 card. Oh, Grizzlebrand, what a goddamn surprise. No reanimate, please. No reanimates. No reanimates. Woo! Oh, God! Don't John. Okay, it's eluding. All right, we've got 4 good outs. With the discard, 2 Chancellors. Damn it! All right, probably dead. We've not drawn our outs. We're alive. That's cool. Wasteland Matron. Well, do we slam Sling-Gang? If I cast Matron, I die. Probably. I could just go and the chance they don't have any reanimation spells. Yeah, I'll just flash an expert. Yeah, that's safer. I'm dead to a Petal, a Dark... I mean, I'm assuming their hand has an Exhume or Animate Dead in it. There's Dark Ritual. Alright. We tried. The inevitability of it made me want to drop Sling-Gang. Man, our 7 would have won. That's real feels bad. Super feels bad. Also, running the Lackey into the Chancellor ended up being really bad. We could top deck Caracas still. Oh, I should have targeted the Grizzlebrand. Could have drawn a second Thorn. We had like 5 good outs there. 8 if you count Wasteland. Wasteland actually would have kept him off mana indefinitely. Not indefinitely, but they wouldn't. The Dark Rit wouldn't have mattered. God, my Reanimator opponent's so slow. Maybe they're gonna reanimate my own Sling-Gang and kill me with it. That'd be kind of funny. Okay. Caracas. Petal. If they cast Exhume, they die. Maybe they'll forget. Looting. Come on, Exhume. Do it. I guess now they don't die. Because the Ashen Rider kills the Sling-Gang. Comes another Animate Dead. Sure. You got it. Guess that's a reason to not. That's a reason to not flash in the expert when I did. Wow, that ends up mattering. That's a cruel joke. That's a cruel joke that flashing in the expert in response to the discard spell ended up mattering. Caracas. Well, it looks like Legacy's getting more fair. I should play fair cards. Well, when I played against 5 fair decks in a row, or non-combo decks more accurately. Well, I constructed my sideboard expecting to play against more fair decks, so it's just pretty ironic that that happens, and I'm like, oh, turn on Reanimator. Just super fun. Alright, my opponent's like agonizingly slow, so I'm gonna concede because I'm sick of sitting here and I want to stop streaming for now. Yeah, we weren't drawing anything anyway. Well, we didn't draw any of our outs forever. Maybe, so it was a possible keep of the 7. I guess the relic just gets unmasked anyway, so I don't think it even plays out any differently. Yeah, thank you all for watching. This is Streaming Legacy. Let's send you over to Rich. Enjoy your Thanksgivings, all you Americans. Yeah. Well, no, it wasn't too slow in the draw because they didn't do anything. They didn't do anything for like 2 or 3 turns. But it would have gotten turn 1 unmasked, so. We're blocked by the Chancellor, whichever way you look at it. In a vacuum it was. Yeah, like, I don't. Yeah, no, that wasn't it. I maybe should have mulled a 4, honestly. That's maybe even better. But lacking to Thorn is like probably better than most 4s. Not sure. Alright. Well, thank you all for watching. Send you over to Rich. Yeah. Now you mulligan to 4, bottom all your spells, they discard you, hitting nothing, and then you top deck the card you want. That's how you win. Alright, see y'all next time. Have a good Thanksgiving, rest of your week, and so on. Follow, subscribe, all those things. See y'all next time.